Devon slept with a lot of guys, gentlemen. Devon has a high body count. You think I don't know that my own girlfriend has had sex with a lot of men? You think that I think I found some special snowflake who declined partying through her 20s, even though she has a great body? Give me a break, guys. You think I don't know that my own girlfriend has had sex with a lot of men? I am 237% certain that I am not the biggest dick ever that Devon's ever taken, and the way I her is not the best sex she's ever had. She's had bigger and better than me. She hasn't told me this, but I know. I'm almost positive Devon's had bigger, better dicks than mine. But if I ever found out what one of these guys looked like, if I ever found out that one of those guys had a 12-inch cock, you better believe I'm going to be insecure. You kidding me? I don't have a 12-inch dick. Devon's had bigger dicks than her. Now I got to see what that dick looks like. Of course it makes us insecure. That's another reason why men of value don't commit to women with high body counts. It's because we know the more cocks that have been in you, the more huge cocks that have been in you. It's just mathematical. If you've been with 5 guys, okay, all right, we can deal with that. If you've been with 555, dude, you've probably had at least 10, 12 cocks in you that are probably north of 10 inches. Guaranteed.
We were getting ready to go to bed the other night, and my girlfriend takes off her clothes. She normally sleeps naked, and I'm looking at her body, and I'm like, something's a little bit off. Something's just a little bit off. Something's a little bit off. Something's just a little bit off.
Unfortunately, most chicks in this country are grossly overweight to the tune of 67%. Guys, that is 2 out of 3 women in this country that are not bangable by men of value. Dude, no wonder men of value are having a hard time finding women. And what makes their obesity really bad is that fatties are becoming even more entitled. They walk around like they're God's gift to men, when actually they're really God's gift to fast food restaurants. Devon's a spoiled brat, guys. Dude, if we sit down at a restaurant and our waiter or waitress isn't there within 30 seconds, she starts to look around, right? Where are our drinks? Where are our appetizers, right? This is too cold. This is too hot. Devon, if you're listening, I love you, but you're a complainer, and you know it. I call Devon a food snob all the time. Dude, I would have knocked her fucking teeth into the back of her throat. I would have fucked her up in front of everybody. Give me a 10-year, dude, give me a 10-year fucking prison sentence, man. Give me a 10-year fucking prison sentence.
Donovan will attempt to report this video and get it taken down, and it's bullshit.
And guys, and this is funny, when I lost my first of 2 YouTube channels, guys were telling me, go to BitChute, go to here, go to there.
So there you have it. That's Donovan Sharpe admitting that 2 prior YouTube channels were deleted by YouTube, terminated, banned, lost. Here is his current channel, over 110,000 subscribers, all these views. This is no less than the 3rd channel he's had. The prior 2 were terminated by YouTube. This one by him, and any YouTube employee can easily review this and find out that it was operated, run by Donovan Sharpe. It was all about him, just like his new channel. This one was banned for severe violations with hate speech. And this one was banned for severe violations with spam, deceptive practices, misleading content. Surprise, surprise, right, guys? So any YouTube employees watching this, put another notch on your belt and knock this channel out.
TRT is a game changer, guys. It is the X factor. The benefits are innumerable. More muscle, less fat, stronger sex drive, more energy, more alertness, better focus, the list goes on. Testosterone replacement therapy, in one respect, is quite literally the fountain of youth. The other half is HGH. It takes a guy in his mid to late 30s and turns him into what he was in his early 20s.
So at 37 years old, I started testosterone replacement therapy, one of the best decisions I've ever made in my life. But starting TRT, the acne came roaring back. Now, TRT is the first reason why I struggle with acne. The second reason why I struggle with acne is genetics.
Devon weighs about 145 pounds, probably a little bit more, but she's very dense. She also has a lot of muscle, and she's 5'6", so she's taller than most females. So she carries her weight very well, obviously. Those of you on the TSR primetime side will see how well she carries her weight. But also, listen, she works out 3 times a week with a personal trainer and is on HGH. That's how she maintains her body. Dev is actually getting back onto HGH. She is getting onto human growth hormone. By the way, shout out to Phil Foster. Shout out to Phil Foster, man. Phil Foster, that's the guy. So his wife, I think his wife or girlfriend, I don't know. I can't really tell. I don't know which one it is. But his significant other is on HGH. And for years, I mean, I had Dev on HGH at one point, and then she kind of got off of it because she gained a bunch of weight. And the reason she gained a bunch of weight is because she wasn't working out. Shortly after that, I decided to hire her a personal trainer, and it's been pretty much smooth sailing from there. But she hasn't been on anything. Hadn't been on anything. You know? And listen, man, like, she's not getting any younger, right? Obviously. And so she's looking for something she's got a nice flat stomach, but she's like, oh, I gotta get rid of this pooch. I gotta get rid of this pooch. Oh my God, I gotta get rid of this. And the reason why she is hyper obsessed about her figure is because she's getting older and my value is going up. Like, we'll be out and about, and Devon sees how women respond to me. Women love dangerous men. Men with criminal records get better treatment and hotter women than men without them. That's how it is. That's how it is. In today's fucked up dating market, your criminal record actually works in your favor. If you have a criminal record, a violent criminal record, or if you serve time in prison, women are more attracted to you. He is not good at keeping his emotions in check. And listen, I'm not one to talk because I have some of those same issues, so much in fact that it has been diagnosed. There is documentation. And that documentation may or may not have been the difference between me being a free man and possibly being sentenced to 5 to 7 years in prison. Possibly. There is documentation. And that documentation may or may not have been the difference between. And that documentation may or may not have been. And that documentation may or may not have been. And that documentation may or may not have been the difference between. I mean, dude, listen, I'm black, and before I even had my tattoos, I sound like a white guy. Before I started running afoul of the law, dude, I used to get pulled over all the time, treated unfairly all the time. This is just how it is. If gets real, I know I can somebody up. Why? Because I'm in good shape. Yeah, there are a lot of fat guys who can fight, right? We know that. But again, who wants to be a fat guy who can fight? If gets real, I know I can somebody up. Why? Because I'm in good shape. Because I'm in good shape. Because I'm in good shape. This is one of the things that boils my blood, is when people all of a sudden get very bold and confrontational when there are other people around. It is very easy to be confrontational with other men when there are other people around. It's another fucking story to confront another man face to face, one-on-one. Hey, you and me, we got a fucking problem. And ain't nobody around watching, nobody's looking, it's just fucking you and me now. Now I'm gonna tell you what the fuck is up. You say some like that to me one more time, and I'll fucking fuck you up. Like real fucking talk. If you want to have it out now, let's fucking have it out now. I've had many conversations with mainly coworkers of mine. I'll fucking take them outside and be like, yo, for real. You say some like that to me one more time, I promise you I will lose my job and fucking break your fucking face open. If you want to fucking have this out right now here on Tropicana fucking Boulevard, let's fucking do it. But you ain't finna talk to me like that in no way. That. So what's it gonna be? We gonna settle this like men, or are you gonna shut the up and risk getting your ass kicked in front of everybody? It's up to you. I'll whoop your ass down here, I'll whoop your ass up there. Your choice. Oh man, it's just being cool. No. That's not cool. You're not gonna talk to me like that again. Are we clear? Yeah, man, we're cool. I didn't mean any harm. Yeah, that's what I thought. One guy tried to sucker punch me, and I beat the out of that faggot. I think I broke his nose. Just because you're in good shape does not mean I can't curb stomp your ass. Like, I'll break your orbital bone and 2 ribs, and I have done that on the same person in one fight in less than 15 seconds. Motherfuckers are always confrontational. I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do that until the motherfucker's sitting there right in front of you. Then when he's sitting right in front of you, it's a different story. Now, see, I'm not that guy. If I got pissed off at somebody, I take myself and be like, yo, what the and I'm in their face. I've gotten into fights before like that. But I'm not afraid to get in a motherfucker's face. You don't step in and tell another man to stop talking. If another man ever told me to stop talking, I'd give him a fucking mouse right under his eye. I'd break his fucking face right then and there. Tell me to stop talking now, faggot. This nigga went up and said, "Nah, I'll finish a conversation." Honestly, man, if that had been me, I would have fucked him up. I'm dead fucking serious. I would have got up. Oh my God. Yo, as soon as he walks up here, I was like, bruh, you need to step off. Like, real talk. Go on and back up. Go on and back it up. Ain't nobody here for that. Ain't nobody here for that. You gonna try and make me look bad in front of her? I would have fucked I would have fucked him up. I would have beat his nose in his fucking face. I can't stand when niggas do shit like that. That is some bullshit. Oh my God, I would have fucked that dude up, man. Dude, I would have fucked that dude up so bad. They'd have threw me in jail, man. I cannot stand that kind of shit, man. You're gonna sit here and clown, and you're gonna clown me in front of her, no, that was some bullshit. If you want to go outside and try and whoop my ass, cool. Like, I ain't got no problem with that. I'm gonna fuck you the fuck up. But you gonna go down swinging. Instead of all this goddamn talk, I would fuck Keith's ass up. I'd whoop his ass. I would stomp his narrow ass. Real talk. There ain't nothing to Keith. Now, if Keith fought me, I'd break his fucking face open. I'm tired of hearing you talk. Now, what you gonna say to me, nigga? Like, oh no, see, I couldn't be on a TV show like this, man. I'd get locked the fuck up because I can't stand like this. Dude, Cassie is absolutely hot, dude. I would pound her 6 ways from Sunday. And yes, David, I said that shit. What are you gonna do about it? Nothing. David, I don't look at the comments, bruh. I don't go back and forth. I don't go back and forth with weaklings like you. Not in that way. If you got a problem, you can fucking call me. I am not hard to find, my friend. I am not backing the fuck down. I'm not going back and forth with someone like you who can only debate with a keyboard. If you want to go mano a mano, I fucking dare you. Now, here's the thing. David is going to come out with some pithy statement about why he can't or won't. But what it comes down to is that you're fucking afraid. That's what this is, David. And I will never endorse hitting a woman, right? Oh, well, this is Sharpe Stream, and I'm not going to endorse it anyway. But if Gigi were in front of me acting like that, dude, I'd have socked her. I'd have gave her a fucking shiner. I'd have called my fucking lawyer, Paul Powell. Yeah, Paul, I just broke my fucking girl's orbital bone. Yeah. Yeah. You're going to need to get on down to the station. I would have hauled off and I would have just decked her. I would have made damn sure that she never talked that way to me again. Whether we're back together or we broken up, I would have decked the fuck out of her. Dude, I would have broke this fucking face. Real fucking talk. Dude, fuck that. Who the fuck do you think you are? This is the problem with women. I'm not going to yell at you for yelling at me because I cheated on you. I understand that you're pissed off. You got to blow off steam. But other than that, don't you fucking raise your voice to me, ho. Like, dude, I will DDT your ass. Real fucking talk. Dude, that makes me want to break her fucking mouth open, dude. Like, bitch, you don't even know me and you're fucking pointing the goddamn finger at me? I'm telling you, man, if an American woman did some shit like that to me, I probably would have hauled off and decked her. He's a better man than me. I'd have punched the bitch. I'd have been like, you what? Boop. Dude, me? Dude, I'd have caught a charge. I'd have hit Kelly with a fucking left, then hit her fucking friend with a right, and then I'd be in the fucking handcuffs. Dude, I'd have cracked her right in her cheek. Dude, her cheek would have been the size of a fucking cantaloupe. Dude, I'd have fucked her up. Oh my God, dude, I would have, dude. Guys, I'm telling you right now, I'd be in jail. This has now called him motherfucker twice. Oh my God, dude, I would have broken this fucking face. Dude, I'd have decked her like Ray Rice did Janae Rice. Dude, I would have dropped that hoe. Oh my God, how fucking dare you talk to me like that? Good fucking God. Oh, dude, I'm not a violent person, but I would have knocked her teeth out for that. Dude, I would have knocked her fucking teeth out. Bitch, you're gonna humiliate me? Dude, I would have knocked her fucking teeth into the back of her throat. I would have fucked her up in front of everybody. Give me a 10-year fucking prison sentence, man. I would have fucked her face up. Before I started running afoul of the law, dude, I used to get pulled over all the time, treated unfairly all the time. This is just how it is. There is documentation. And that documentation may or may not have been the difference between me being a free man and possibly being sentenced to 5 to 7 years in prison. Like, oh no, see, I couldn't be on a TV show like this, man. I'd get locked the up because I can't stand like this. Dude, I would have that dude up so bad, they'd have threw me in jail, man. I'd have called my lawyer, Paul Powell. Yeah, Paul, I just broke my girl's orbital bone. Yeah. Yeah. You're gonna need to get on down to the station. Dude, me? Dude, I'd have caught a charge. Give me a 10-year, dude, give me a 10-year prison sentence, man. I would have fucked her face up. Listen, don't get it twisted. 30 months in prison? That's a long time. Guys, I've spent a total of 2 weeks in jail. Hated it. Never been to prison, definitely been to jail. Prison is, oh my God, no, no. Absolutely, dude, absolutely not. My results speak for themselves. Devon slept with a lot of guys, gentlemen. Devon has a high body count. You think I don't know that my own girlfriend has had sex with a lot of men? You think that I found some special snowflake who declined partying through her 20s even though she has a great body? Give me a break, guys. You think I don't know that my own girlfriend has had sex with a lot of men?
Donovan will attempt to report this video and get it taken down, and it's bullshit. This woman is a public figure, as we've discussed. She is his business manager. She's all over the place. All these things.
And guys, and this is funny, when I lost my first of 2 YouTube channels, guys were telling me, go to BitChute, go to here, go to there.
So there you have it. That's Donovan Sharpe admitting that 2 prior YouTube channels were deleted by YouTube, terminated, banned, lost. Here is his current channel, over 110,000 subscribers, all these views. This is no less than the 3rd channel he's had. The prior 2 were terminated by YouTube. This one by him, and any YouTube employee can easily review this and find out that it was run by Donovan Sharpe. It was all about him, just like his new channel. This one was banned for severe violations with hate speech. And this one was banned for severe violations with spam, deceptive practices, misleading content. Surprise, surprise, right, guys? So any YouTube employees watching this, put another notch on your belt and knock this channel out. You'll have a great day.
Post-wall women, they get married all the time, but the men they get married to are very low value. They're beta males. They're pushovers. They're not real men. They're not the men that arouse these women. These aren't the men that these women respect and love. These are the beta males. These are the lower rung men. Do not get married, because the moment you do, your leverage goes right out the door along with your freedom, your money, and your balls. Okay? Listen, I always get on people for using rhymes and poetry and linguistic symmetry, but I'm going to say it right now. Do the right thing and don't give her that ring. Never, ever, ever, under any circumstances, cave into a woman's whims when it comes to getting married. You shouldn't get married in the first place. Never let a woman pressure you into walking down the aisle. F*** that. Fuck that. No, you're after my goddamn last name. You're after my last name. Dude, fuck that. Well, we need to get married or I'm leaving. F***ing bye. Dude, let Devon pull some shit like that. You want to know why Devon doesn't pull that shit with me? Because she knows what would happen. Hey, listen, I love you. Kind of sucks that we're breaking up. I don't want to, but I have to. Like, make no mistake about it, man. Dude, fuck these bitches, dude. Well, we need to get married. Really, what the are you gonna do? Listen, I'm at this point, I'm a one woman man. I'm in a long-term relationship with Devon, of course, as you guys all know. Dude, I've been in the game for over a decade, so there's never going to be any one-itis with me. If Devon and I were to break up, it would suck, but life goes on, right? Devon knew who I was when she reached out, okay? But the reason why she doesn't give me these impassable shits is because she knows that this is who I am. Like, I was like this before I met her, and that's why she doesn't give me the impassable shits. I'm Donovan Sharpe. I'm the genesis. I'm the inception. Girls think it's cute and attractive to brag about their sexual escapades, but I waste zero time in 304 shaming them. I refer to Dev. Dude, when we first started dating, she used to brag about the dudes that she had smashed. Straight up. She used to brag about them. Dude, she used to brag all the time. Now, at first, I just told her, okay, stop. She didn't. Then I told her, look, when you talk about this stuff, it makes you unattractive. I said, I imagine you eating boogers when you talk like this. Stop it. She did it one more time. One more time. She tested me. I slut-shamed her literally to tears. You better believe it. I called her every name in the book. She was crying her eyes out. I'll refer to Dev. Dude, when we first started dating, she used to brag about the dudes that she had smashed. Straight up. She used to brag about them. Dude, she used to brag all the time. I'm not going to sit here and say, well, the reason why Devin is with me is because I ran airtight game. No. No. When Devin met me, I owned 7 rental properties in Las Vegas. She knows I'm a man who can make money. Even when I decided to sell all my properties, when Janet Yellen raised the interest rate to 40,000%, she was still with it because she saw the potential, right? But if I'd been working at Burger King or Jack in the Box or some bullshit job, I can have all the game in the world. I might have a few times. She's not going to think of me as a long-term relationship potential. Not at 32 years old. No, she's like, I'm 32. I all the guys who worked at McDonald's and played in rock bands in my 20s. It's time to get serious. Devin slept with a lot of guys, gentlemen. Devin has a high body count. You think I don't know that my own girlfriend has had sex with a lot of men? You think that I think I found some special snowflake who declined partying through her 20s, even though she has a great body? Give me a break, guys. I am well aware that Devin's notch count is a lot higher than she will ever admit. I am 237% certain that I am not the biggest dick ever that Devin's ever taken, and the way I her is not the best sex she's ever had. She's had bigger and better than me. She hasn't told me this, but I know. I'm almost positive Devin's had bigger, better dicks than mine. But if I ever found out what one of these guys looked like, if I ever found out that one of those guys had a 12-inch cock, you better believe I'm going to be insecure. You kidding me? I don't have a 12-inch dick. Devin's had bigger dicks than her. Now I got to see what that dick looks like. Of course it makes us insecure. That's another reason why men of value don't commit to women with high body counts. It's because we know the more cocks that have been in you, the more huge cocks that have been in you. It's just mathematical. If you've been with 5 guys, okay, all right, we can deal with that. If you've been with 555, dude, you've probably had at least 10, 12 cocks in you that are probably north of 10 inches. Guaranteed. Goddamn right that's going to make us insecure. And we have every right to feel insecure. White girls who only black dudes, even more niggas. Okay? Because niggas are listen, I'm one of them niggas too, right? Niggas stay trying to white girls. And once white girls figure out that niggas are checking for them, they hop on every nigga's dick they can find. On the strength. When I met Devin, she was no snowflake. Oh, no, listen, I was banging girls. She was banging dudes. Real talk. Back in 2016, I went on vacation to Hawaii with Devin. And we were at breakfast one morning, and all of a sudden, she starts getting loud and animated, right? I looked behind me, and I saw a dude who looked like a skinny Thor. That's right, guys. Devin was displaying hoe tendencies. I shut that down by telling her if she wanted to him, all she had to do was tell him, and I'm sure he wouldn't turn her down. And I said it loud enough for both of them to hear me. Now, I didn't see his reaction, but Devin turned a brilliant shade of magenta. She was bright red. Any man who marries a woman past the age of 23 years old, you're getting leftovers. She gave all of her best sex to the alpha cads. That's what happened. They wanted you back when you were 22 and 23 and young and childless and hot. But when you're in your mid to late 30s, the bad boys don't really want you anymore. When Devin and I first started talking, she told me that if I were to meet her parents, that they would love me and they would have no problem with our relationship. Okay? She said that they'd give us their blessing and would be perfectly okay with us, to which I responded, of course they don't have a problem with me being black. You're past the wall. And the funny thing is, okay, she laughed and said, God damn, you're harsh. But she knew I was right. Devin, let me get you into this conversation because I met you when you were 32. You are an older woman, quote unquote. You've been married before.
I have.
Okay, you've been married before. I mean, I guess eventually it would have come out.
Yeah, some petulant child has already doxed me, so, you know.
Yeah, right, exactly.
I was going to talk about this because it is a matter of public record.
Sure.
Just like if me and you were actually married, someone would be able to actually prove it because it's public record.
What, 5-6
So,
clicks maybe?
Yeah, so I expect this person to probably drag this up about me, which, it's your show. It's not, show's not
Sure.
about me. Show's about our relationship,
Sure.
But my personal details has never really been the purpose of this show.
Well, let's talk about it.
All right.
I mean, we may as well.
Well, I wasn't on the CC, for the 20-something years before we met, as an adult. I got married young, and I was married for a very long time. For the 20-something years before we met, as an adult. For the 20-something years before we met, as an adult. For the 20-something years before we met, as an adult. For the 20-something years before we met, as an adult. For the 20-something years before we met, as an adult. For the 20-something years before we met, as an adult.
Dude, listen, man, my results speak for themselves. Speak for themselves.
We were getting ready to go to bed the other night, and my girlfriend takes off her clothes. She normally sleeps naked, and I'm looking at her body, and I'm like, something's a little bit off. Something's just a little bit off. Something's a little bit off. Something's just a little bit off.
Donovan will attempt to report this video and get it taken down, and it's bullshit. This woman is a public figure, as we've discussed. She is his business manager. She's all over the place. All these things.
And guys, and this is funny. When I lost my first of 2 YouTube channels, guys were telling me, go to BitChute, go to here, go to there.
So there you have it. That's Donovan Sharpe admitting that 2 prior YouTube channels were deleted by YouTube, terminated, banned, lost. Here is his current channel, over 110,000 subscribers, all these views. This is no less than the 3rd channel he's had. The prior 2 were terminated by YouTube. This one by him, and any YouTube employee can easily review this and find out that it was operated, run by Donovan Sharpe. It was all about him, just like his new channel. This one was banned for severe violations with hate speech. And this one was banned for severe violations with spam, deceptive practices, misleading content. Surprise, surprise, right, guys? So any YouTube employees watching this, put another notch on your belt and knock this channel out. You'll have a great day.
Luis Patrice says, show your girl, bro. No. You guys know the rules. Devon, let me get you into this conversation because I met you when you were 32. You are an older woman, quote unquote. Devon is a 7. She's a 7. A lot of people think, oh my God, Devon's not a 9 or a 10. She's a 7. In the face, she's a 6.5. She has a 6.5 face. She has above average looks, slightly above average looks in the face. In her face, she's a 6 on the worst day with no makeup. On her best day, her face is a 7. Her body, on the other hand, is an 8.5. Her body is an 8.5. Her body is an 8 on her worst day. On her best day, her body is a hard 9. Maybe even a little higher depending upon what she is wearing. And anybody who just take a stroll through my social media feed. Devon's got a hot bod. You guys know that.
All right. I am withholding sex from my girlfriend until she loses weight. The reason for this is because this is going to motivate her. We were getting ready to go to bed the other night, and my girlfriend takes off her clothes. She normally sleeps naked, and I'm looking at her body, and I'm like, something's a little bit off. Something's just a little bit off. So I told her to step on the scale, butt naked. And the scale read 133 pounds. Now, my girlfriend her weight is usually somewhere between 120 and 125. Sometimes it gets to 127, 128, depending on that time of the month, if she's bloated, retaining water, whatever the case may be. But 133 is unacceptable. Don't get me wrong. My girlfriend is still f***able. She has a great body, probably a better body than probably 90% of women out there, but I don't give a shit. She needs to lose that weight because this is where it starts. So until she loses 5 pounds, she is getting no sex from me, period.
By the way, it's not even about the weight, guys. Devon weighs about 145 pounds, probably a little bit more, but she's very dense. She also has a lot of muscle, and she's 5'6", so she's taller than most females. So she carries her weight very well, obviously. Those of you on the TSR primetime side will see how well she carries her weight. But also, listen, she works out 3 times a week with a personal trainer and is on HGH. That's how she maintains her body. Oh, by the way, unfortunately, most chicks in this country are grossly overweight to the tune of 67%. Guys, that is 2 out of 3 women in this country that are not bangable by men of value. Dude, no wonder men of value are having a hard time finding women. And what makes their obesity really bad is that fatties are becoming even more entitled. They walk around like they're God's gift to men when actually they're really God's gift to fast food restaurants. Devin's a spoiled brat, guys. Dude, if we sit down at a restaurant and our waiter or waitress isn't there within 30 seconds, she starts to look around, right? Where are our drinks? Where are our appetizers, right? This is too cold. This is too hot. Devin, if you're listening, I love you, but you're a complainer, and you know it. I call Devin a food snob all the time. Dude, maybe I'm exaggerating and maybe I'm embellishing here for effect, but most of the time there's always something about her food that she has to complain about. Black women are always saying, well, you get with fat, ugly white girls. They know damn well that's not the case, man. Black women are always saying, well, you get with fat, ugly white girls. They know damn well that's not the case, man.
People don't know that you're very good with women. And you were a player back in the day.
Yeah.
Like everyone thinks, oh, he has a great LTR. He teaches you how to build a woman from the ground up. Mm-hmm. He teaches you how to run LTR game. But a lot of people don't know that you actually slayed it out. One of the hardest sexual marketplaces in the United States. I would put Vegas right up there with Miami.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So can you tell us a little bit about womanizing back then? Obviously, this was prior to IG and everything like that.
Yeah, man. I was sort of I came in on the back end of the classic, I guess I can say old school pickup game PUAs. I was sort of dude, fat girls don't want to be fat. They can say, oh, I'm big and I'm beautiful. You know you ain't beautiful. You big, but you ain't beautiful. I mean, honestly, look at this girl. Look at this. Here are another couple pictures of her. Dude, look at this chick. This chick isn't even close to attractive, man. She's overweight. She's got a plain face. She's got short-ish hair. She's got fat fingers and is not good looking. And she has a list of contacts that she can call for a horniness emergency. Guys, this is how easy it is for women to sleep around. All they have to do is decide to. This chick is fat and ugly. And she's got a roster. Yasmin, she is a 5. Look at the screen. Yasmin is a 5 on a good day. But she has the gall to say just not good enough, or great enough for me. Guys, this speaks to the gross overestimation of a woman's self-evaluated value. You're a 5, sweetheart, and you will take what you can get. You spent your 20s rejecting those guys, and now that you look like this, right? And I know you thirsty dudes in there, man, I would smash that. If you would smash that, honestly, you are thirsty. Just because a woman is no longer as sexually attractive as she was when she was in her 20s, just because, let's call her the average 46-year-old, she may not be disgusting. She may not be as obviously she is not as sexually attractive as she was when she was 26. And we're talking about the average 46-year-old woman who probably has a drinking problem, probably smokes cigarettes, probably on antidepressants, probably isn't in the best shape in the world. But just because she's no longer as sexually attractive as she once was doesn't mean she's disgusting. So they're already now we're using apex fallacies. We're using hyperbole to drive the point home. But social conditioning has not made wrinkles, saggy skin, and gray hair disgusting on a woman. That's biology. Men are more sexually attracted to younger women. Younger women do not have wrinkles. They do not have saggy skin. They do not have gray hair. That's just the way of it. That's not social conditioning. This is our hard drive. This is the masculine firmware. We don't wake up and decide, you know what? I think I'm going to like 23-year-old women instead of 43-year-old women. No, this is just how it is. This is how it is. Listen, 23-year-old guys find 23-year-old women more sexually appealing than 43-year-old women. Now, This doesn't mean that there aren't 43, 44, 45, and 47-year-old women out there that aren't sexually appealing. Again, like I said, they are out there.
This is who she is. Donovan's been lying about the nature of his relationship with this woman. He's been lying about her physical age. He's faking it. He's lying about her appearance and hiding it. Remember, he's striking down these channels. He's striking down the black pill channels and all these different things so that he can sell these courses womanese. If he put a picture on the top of the sales page, or his woman did, Devon is the business manager and the coder, as he says, at the website. If he put this picture at the top of the sales page for womanese right here, not a single person would buy it, or he would have a 99% reduction in sales. That's why he hides it. He's been striking down channels and anybody trying to expose what she actually looks like. And instead, he misleads the public with false information and bullshit. Well, I know for a fact that is his wife, this woman right here. I have met this woman repeatedly in real life. I'm looking right at her. This is exactly who she is. Cynthia Devon Sharpe on the internet. This is her. This is her cleaning up Donovan's studio, the studio that really she's a business manager of. What I want you guys to notice is that in none of these photos is there a single clear shot of her body at any point. None. Not one. If you go through his entire social media accounts on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, whatever the you will never find a single shot that is a clear, straight up shot of her in a bikini or whatever, exposing what her body actually looks like. It's always this bullshit collages, small pictures. There's even food hiding some of her body in some of these for whatever reason it was photoshopped in. It's always at special angles. Donovan's always in the shot covering up a lot of her body. It's goofy faces, heavy makeup in some of these. This one on Twitter is particularly revealing because one of the fans asked him, he's basically responding to Donovan, Moto. But definitely not an 8, more like a 6. You're doing pretty good, though. Donovan responds, laugh out loud, exclamation point. Who said she was an 8? He repeats later, this guy says, don't get offended. Donovan says, laugh out loud, nobody's offended, but my girl is not an 8, nor have I ever said she was one. Haha.
Her body, on the other hand, is an 8.5. Her body is an 8.5. Her body is an 8 on her worst day. On her best day, her body is a hard 9. Maybe even a little higher depending upon what she is wearing.
There are objective standards we have to hold people to, and people can have an opinion, and that can give you a little bit. Like if you were arguing Donovan, she was a 4, and she's your wife, I'm not going to say anything. It's your wife. You want to marry her, spend your life with her. God bless, man. Do your thing. If that's who you want to spend your life with, that's the best you can do. As you say, Donovan, your results speak for themselves, right? Isn't that what you say?
Dude, listen, man, my results speak for themselves. Speak for themselves. Half the I in Vegas who were in for a convention or in for work or a workshop were married, were either married, had kids, or were in a cohabitating relationship. You think I don't know that my own girlfriend has had sex with a lot of men?
Donovan will attempt to report this video and get it taken down, and it's bullshit.
And guys, and this is funny, when I lost my first of 2 YouTube channels, guys were telling me, go to BitChute, go to here, go to there.
So there you have it. That's Donovan Sharpe admitting that 2 prior YouTube channels were deleted by YouTube, terminated, banned, lost. Here is his current channel, over 110,000 subscribers, all these views. This is no less than the 3rd channel he's had. The prior 2 were terminated by YouTube. This one by him, and any YouTube employee can easily review this and find out that it was operated, run by Donovan Sharpe. It was all about him, just like his new channel. This one was banned for severe violations with hate speech. And this one was banned for severe violations with spam, deceptive practices, misleading content. Surprise, surprise, right, guys? So any YouTube employees watching this, put another notch on your belt and knock this channel out.
Become a stone cold player who gets same-night sex with hot girls on the regular with How to Master the Game. Links in the description.
People don't know that you're very good with women, and you were a player back in the day.
Yeah.
Like everyone thinks, he has a great LTR. He teaches you how to build a woman from the ground up. Mm-hmm. He teaches you how to run LTR game. But a lot of people don't know that you actually slated out one of the hardest sexual marketplaces in the United States. I would put Vegas right up there with Miami.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So can you tell us a little bit about womanizing back then? Obviously, this was prior to IG and everything like that.
Yeah, man. I was sort of I came in on the back end of the classic, I guess I can say old school pickup game PUAs. I was sort of
Yeah, I was sort of.
These women come to Temptation Island for the same reason they go to Vegas, to get pounded out. Do not date or commit to women who travel for work. They will always cheat on you. Well, how do you know, Donovan? Because half the bitches I fucked in Vegas who were in for a convention or in for work or a workshop were married, were either married, had kids, or were in a cohabitating relationship. That's how I know. I used to fuck traveling hoes all the time. Dude, these fucking bitches be at Caesar's Palace. Any fucking bar at Caesar's Palace between 2011 and 2015. 5:30 p.m. You can go pick up, dude, they all have fake tits. They're all power brokers. They all want to act hard. Dude, they will suck the black off your dick. Some of the best sex I've ever had are traveling wives and mothers, guys. They always cheat. Every woman, and I mean every single woman with the exception of the one who almost had them, every woman I have ever fucked who ever had abs, like visible abs, all over the age of 40. All of them. Dude, these MILFs out here, these MILFs, they come to Vegas. I don't know what they do. And dude, I think one actually had a tummy tuck. She told me afterwards she had a tummy tuck. I was like, really? I don't see any scars. Dude, she pulled down her panties. She had a, and you could barely see it. It was like you could barely see it. I was like, wow, I didn't even notice that. I mean, how could I notice that scar with these big fucking teacup tits bouncing me in the face and me plowing you 6 ways from Sunday? But every woman I have ever fucked who have had visible abs all over the age of 40. I'm sure there are plenty of them. I've never banged a 20-something with abs before, ever. Older females are generally tired of assholes. Older women are tired of players. They've been there, done that. Most American women over the age of 40 years old don't come close to passing the boner test. Guys, listen, all of the years of drinking, partying, overeating, riding the cock carousel, all of that eventually takes its toll. All right? Now, the girl that I dated before that I was telling you guys about, Marsha, she had an awesome body, to be sure. There's no doubt about it. But even that didn't push her or any of the other cougars I messed with past a 7. I've never dated a cougar who was a 10. Never dated a cougar who was a 9. Never dated a cougar who was an 8. They were all mid to low 7s. Now, don't get me wrong, guys. There are plenty of great post-wall looking women, but they are the outliers. This doesn't mean that there aren't 43, 44, 45, and 47-year-old women out there that aren't sexually appealing. Again, like I said, they are out there. Women with wedding rings who are showing cleavage are easy targets. They are easy marks. Guys, I have fucked countless wives. I was 32, she was 42. Now, for me, this was the first time I had ever dated or gamed or fucked any woman in her 40s. Now, even though she was in great shape and she provided me with, I guess we can call it good, maybe above average sex, this woman was markedly different from what I expected her to be. Now, during my escapade with, we'll call her Marsha, I learned a lot about what good-looking older women are really like. And by the way, it's not easy to have success with women. It never was. I make it look easy, okay? But it's almost like sluts see players, and they think that we just wake up out of bed and we start slaying, right? They think getting laid for guys is as easy as it is for them. This is why they hate players. No, they hate players because we don't pay anything to f*** you in the ass. Gentlemen, as far as falling in love with sluts, yes, yours truly, Donovan Sharpe, I have violated this rule many times before. At least a half a dozen times. I'll give you a few examples. I fell in love with the first stripper I ever dated. Okay? First stripper I ever dated. I thought I was completely, oh my God, this red pill shit works. Girl has a perfect body. This girl was a fucking dream. Cheated on me with 3 bouncers from another strip club. Fucking crushed me. Was terrible. I fell in love with a casino cocktail waitress, and she cheated on me with the pit boss and a blackjack dealer at that same casino. It sucked, man. I couldn't eat. I couldn't sleep. Don't fall in love with sluts. Gentlemen, they always cheat. It's what they do. It's what they do. Tatiana, she actually told me she wanted a copy of me. We talked about it all the time. She said, Donovan, I want a little copy of you. Dude, she used to send me pictures of mixed babies all the time. These beautiful mixed babies. We used to come up with names for them. We talk about where our kids would go to school. Like, guys, And dude, this is, goddamn, 6 years into the red pill. I am hardcore Donovan Sharpe, and I am talking about having children with this woman. This is funny. I actually started raw dogging one slut. Now, here's the thing. Well, how do you know she didn't get pregnant? This is one of the bitches I actually made get on birth control. I went to the doctor, watch him stick her with the depot shot. Surprise, surprise, guys. She cheated on me, and I was hurt. And here's another thing. And when she cheated on me, do you think she made the guy wear a condom? No, she's on birth control. Why would she? Never, ever, ever raw dog a slut under any circumstances. I'm here to tell you, don't do it. And I'm very, very fortunate not to have any kids that I know of. Dude, I remember I banged this one girl. I think her name was either Geneva or Genevieve. I can't remember. I think it was probably Genevieve. And I remember our first date. She's like, "Hey, do you mind if I bring like a little drinky drink into the theater?" She bought a little flask, a little miniature bottle of vodka. I was like, "Yeah, sure." At that very moment, I said, "Okay, this girl has a drinking problem. If she can't go to the fucking movies and not drink, then she obviously drinks all the time." And of course, it turned out that she literally drank all day. All day this girl would drink. She drank like a fucking fish. I had 30 Genevieves in my phone when I was in Vegas at one time, right? And I'm talking girls who are 6s, 5s, 6s, maybe the occasional 7. Not very pretty, great body. And everybody has a great body in Vegas. They've all had tummy tucks and boob jobs. So, hey, listen, even though they're a wreck up from the neck up, that means you can't beat them up from the street up, right? I had 3 dozen Genevieves in my phone. All right, I'm in a slump, or I just cheated on my girlfriend and she caught me. Now she's not going to call me for a week. Let's go to Genevieve number 5. Boop. Oh, yep, she's down. Come over, suck my dick, get the out. I go to sleep. Rinse and repeat. Hoe tendency number 2. She has condoms. She keeps condoms at her place or in her car. In other words, they're readily accessible to her. A girl I used to when I was in Vegas a while back, she used to keep condoms in her car all the time. So anyway, there was this girl at my place. Her name was Alicia. She was at my place. I guess she was a friend of a friend of a friend. I her 2 weeks later, right? So we're laying in bed after I her for the very first time. She says, "I've never had a guy be so rough with me. It's the first time I try it. I've tried it and I love it." Come to find out, one of my homeboys smashed her too. She said the same thing to him. I mean, this chick was damaged beyond repair in every way, shape, or form. I loved f***ing that chick, and I can guarantee you her notch count was probably pushing quadruple figures. One of my physical passwords used to be blonde with big fake tits, which is why I kept making strippers my girlfriends. And yes, every single one of them cheated on me. I dated 6 strippers. They all f***ing cheated. I have dated and f***ed multiple strippers. I know several bouncers and DJs at several strip clubs in Vegas. I've had drinks with strip club owners on more than one occasion. Dude, I've done more blow with f***ing strippers than I can't think of an analogy, but yes. This is what happens. When you walk back there, it's supposed to be quiet, okay? But it ain't. Listen, you guys here, when you go back there, you straight up hear balls slapping ass f***ing. You hear dudes moaning and groaning, getting blowjobs. You hear the girls screaming and faking orgasms. That's where the real money is made. And I'm almost certain that's not just in Vegas. Kevin Samuel says, yes, it is. Devon slept with a lot of guys, gentlemen. Devon has a high body count. You think I don't know that my own girlfriend has had sex with a lot of men? You think that I found some special snowflake who declined partying through her 20s, even though she has a great body? Give me a break, guys. I am well aware that Devon's notch count is a lot higher than she will ever admit. And Dev was born with great genetics. She really was. She was in gymnastics. She was in gymnastics when she was a teenager. But she says, well, you know, I built a strong base. That's why I look good now. I was like, no, sweetie, you were blessed genetically. Let's not pretend that the reason you have your body now is just because you worked hard, 30 some odd years ago. No, not going to happen. She was in gymnastics when she was a teenager. You were blessed genetically. Let's not pretend that the reason you have your body now is just because you worked hard, 30 some odd years ago. No, she was in gymnastics when she was a teenager.
Like, you were blessed genetically. Like, let's not pretend that the reason you have your body now is just because you worked hard, 30 some odd years ago. She was in gymnastics when she was a teenager. Like, you were blessed genetically. Like, let's not pretend that the reason you have your body now is just because you worked hard, 30 some odd years ago.
There are a lot of guys who have just thrown their hands up and said, you know what, I'm not dealing with women anymore. It's not worth it. It's too risky. It's too much trouble. You're getting no argument from me. You're getting no argument from me. I have recently, not really recently, I would say as recently as about maybe a year or so ago, I really started to understand what a crap show the dating market is and how hard it is for just even above average guys to get action with women on a consistent basis. Used to be hard on those guys. I am not anymore. I was in the wrong. I've been out of the game for 5 years. I clearly have no idea what men are going through out here in these streets. It's not easy to have success with women. It never was. I make it look easy, okay? But it's almost like sluts see players and they think that we just wake up out of bed and we start slaying.
And that guy's name was Anthony the Dream Johnson, the president of the fucking manosphere. There's only one guy in the manosphere, the president of the fucking 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 manosphere. And that guy's name was Anthony the Dream Johnson, the president of the fucking manosphere. There's only one guy in the manosphere.
Last time on The Truth about Donovan Sharpe. So I make this video with a heavy heart. It's not fun, but Donovan, you made me do it. Put your coffee down, buckle your seatbelt. It's been a wild ride. What has Donovan been up to in the manosphere? What kind of beefs and fights has he been involved in or starting? And what's just going on around him in general?
I got a lot of guys out here calling me a fraudster and a scam artist. And dude, I don't know what they're saying because I insulate myself from that stuff. Just let them talk. I just let them talk. Dude, listen, man, my results speak for themselves. Speak for themselves. It is what it is.
In short, it's a real life relationship. We've had dinner together several times. We've met numerous times. I met his wife, all kinds of things like that. So it's a real relationship, not an e-relationship or, internet limited relationship like that. Donovan has basically walked up to a MGTOW bee's nest or hornet's nest and started beating it with a stick like a piñata.
These are your black pill guys, right? Your wannabe red pill guys who give themselves the title of president, and then they plagiarize phrases and they create hats that closely resemble the red ones of ex-president. These are guys who create channels to expose men like us because
Donovan is, again, on a report spree, an abuse spree, to basically abuse the YouTube reporting system to silence his critics, silence those who would expose the truth about his life and who he is and what he does.
And guys, and this is funny, when I lost my first of 2 YouTube channels, guys were telling me, go to BitChute, go to here, go to there.
And his biography states, Donovan Sharpe. Donovan is a sexist son of a bitch who objectifies women by keeping them on their toes, their backs, and their knees where they belong. Although he's been banned from Twitter and YouTube, that doesn't stop him from dropping Red Pill Truth Monday through Thursday evenings. So there you have it, Donovan. I know you're watching this video right now, and you can push the button and falsely and maliciously report this video and try to get it taken down. In doing so, you'll blow up your own channel. Congratulations. January 26, 2021, Donovan came out of nowhere. He had not emailed me, not texted me, not called me, nothing. He had all this information available. We've known each other for years. And he attacks me in this video, harshly. It's constantly criticizing me, the whole thing. This video is a more than 60-minute character assassination attempt on me, an attempt to attack me in public, to ridicule me, to undermine my character and reputation. It's very underhanded, it's very snaky, it's very shady.
If you need to get at me because my business, then why the can't you put Rolo's business as over Anthony? Why don't you put that out? But you ain't doing that shit. You want to make it like Anthony's the bad guy, right? You want to put all that business on the street, but yet you seem like you protecting those bitches on that side.
Is I felt like that was an attack on Anthony and it would be interpreted as an attack. That's why I said, hey, let's ask the audience if they feel like this is an attack. Does Anthony feel like this is an attack? Let's have him on.
Anthony doesn't react, he responds. And there's a big difference between reacting and responding. Donovan, what did you expect? Anthony, I think, is protecting his brand. And his response to Donovan is going to be to protect his brand. And yeah, is he going to be tongue in cheek at it? Yeah, we know that. We know that. I mean, and to me, that's okay. That's my opinion. That's okay. We knew there was going to be memes coming out. It's just, it's the response. And do we laugh at those? Yeah, I think everybody does.
Those are the two reasons, the two specific reasons he dropped out of the 22 convention and the 21 convention. Stefan Molyneux, boom, and Candace Owens. He drops out, and in less than 2 weeks, he's begging me to get back in the convention. Like it's musical chairs, like we're kids. Like you can just drop in and out of major speaking engagements whenever the you feel like it, for any reason you want, including the exact shit that I told you on the phone when you dropped out like an idiot over Stefan Molyneux, you're taking selfies with, and you're all about him, right? Oh, good job. I don't think Candace Owens was the main reason he dropped out of 22 convention. But like George Bruno recommends here, George Bruno's even doubling down. He wants me to double down and invite Candace Owens as a speaker to 22 convention. He was all about making her great again for a long time. He was all about speaking at it. He was all about the promotion and the news and stuff. For those of you who don't know, again, Make Women Great Again went mega viral. It reached over 150 million people in 2020. It was one of the most successful marketing campaigns, probably the most successful marketing campaign in the history of the manosphere, and something that is one of the most successful marketing campaigns in the history of the internet. It's massive. I mean, we reached 150 million people by playing the fake news media, absolutely playing these people for fools, like this. So Donovan was all about it, and then he changed his tune all of a sudden, very recently, very, very recently.
We're saying make women great again, right? Like these banshees are so close. They're so in their feelings. They're so roundabout with what they're thinking. They have no idea that we're actually giving them a compliment. You were once great. We are trying to make you guys great again because you were once great. Unfortunately, women just don't see it that way because, of course, they are women.
He claims he's in a relationship and that he has a girlfriend. This is false. For almost 2 years now, Donovan Sharpe has been secretly married to a woman that he goes by Devon Sharpe.
Listen, I have a confession to make. Confession to make. Yes, I am secretly married to Devon.
There you go.
Unbelievable.
Donovan goes anti-marriage on his channel all day long, right? If his audience knew that, he'd lose a lot of money. So he lies about it consistently, over and over and over again, just like Rollo. He had me on his show. This is the Patreon post before he brought it live on YouTube where we did the interview. Thousands and thousands of people saw it before he later took it down. Questions for tonight's appearance by Anthony Johnson about private marriage. And he actually then emailed me many of the questions that he got from his Patreon fans about private marriage. This is in late 2018. He would later get married in July 2019 to this woman known as, again, Devon Sharpe. In public, you can see, and there's various, Donovan repeatedly claims this woman is his girlfriend. He does not claim she is his wife. He negates that with intent down in Miami, Florida very recently.
Listen, I have a confession to make. Yes, I am secretly married to Devon.
Donovan, by the way, later had his 1 year anniversary in Orlando, which you can see from this text, right after he ended up, 1 year later after getting married. So it is what it is. He asked George Bruno to marry him. The speakers have seen the wedding ring itself here. Many of them have seen it. She has explicitly claimed it's a wedding ring. She wears it on her ring finger, and it's a big-ass fucking ring. She's all about it, and she loves it. Donovan Sharpe has every intention to continue lying about this across all these hundreds of videos, misleading the public and falsely advertising to them. He is falsely advertising the nature of his relationship with this woman. This is a big deal. He is a stone-cold liar on this issue, and he is married. He did have a wedding. He exchanged vows with her. He intends to spend the rest of his life with her. They traded rings, all this honeymoon, the whole works. Donovan asked George Bruno to marry him, to be the guy that married him. He asked George Bruno to do that, and he's gonna sit there in public and lie to you guys like you're a little bitch. That is how much he disrespects you and doesn't give a flying fuck about you. He will lie to your face to make a buck off you. He intended to keep that shit private indefinitely, hidden, secret from the public. Liar, con artist, fraud. You, Donovan. You are lying through your teeth about numerous issues that we're investigating here in this video. I stand by every word coming out of my mouth, and I understand how serious it is, what we're going through here, and the allegations that I'm making, and the claims and the insults even. We're going to be looking at Devon Sharpe. who we've seen a little bit throughout this video so far. Congratulations, Devon. You've made it to the big leagues, including with your ass all over Instagram and Twitter and YouTube and stuff. Congratulations.
This is one of the reasons that I am currently in a cohabitating relationship with a woman almost a decade past the wall.
The wall means 30 years old. And what does he say? He's dating. This is recent too. This is a few weeks ago. What does he say here?
With a woman almost a decade past the wall.
Yeah, that's just not true, Donovan. She's almost 45 years old. And he actually claims too that she's younger than him. Wrong. Very wrong, Donovan. You're lying about the nature of your relationship with her, including after being exposed, and you're lying about her in numerous other ways in the state of New Jersey where you live, and other states you visited like Florida, like for example about her age. That's beyond up. It's against the law. You've broken the law, Donovan. You piece of shit. You're a scumbag. You're a fraud, a fraudster, and just total trash, man. Human garbage. Let's have MGTOW Dictionary provide some commentary on this, and let's see what his wife actually looks like.
The lies of dating coaches.
Let's bring Devon into the conversation. Devon.
Yeah, let's bring Devon in.
Is a 7.
Really?
She's a 7. A lot.
Okay. Oh, no, he didn't. No, he didn't. This might be Devon's sister, but it ain't the woman that's cleaning his shop. Let's look at this. Bang, right there. And notice right here, he's got a picture with his boyfriend, George Miller. The wall is real, and this is her cleaning your studio.
6.5 face. She's not a...
No, he didn't.
With no makeup?
Oh, no. On a scale of 1 to 100.
Her body, on the other hand, is an 8.5.
You telling me that's an 8.5? You have got on a scale of 1 to 100. No, hell, I don't even know what to say anymore. This is just, it exposes their own lies right on camera.
Dude, listen, man, my results speak for themselves.
If he put this picture at the top of the sales page for Womanese right here, not a single person would buy it. Now, here's a quick clip where Donovan actually owns up to how fat his wife is.
I am withholding sex from my girlfriend until she loses weight.
But don't look at that and tell me it's a fucking 9 or a 10. Complete bullshit. Donovan knows it, and he says it to sell bullshit. It's false advertising, it's fake, it's garbage, it's bullshit. He knows it, and she knows it too. She's cool with it because she's the brains of the operation, and she is directly financially benefiting from him lying to the public about her. She's fucking in on it the whole time. All these guys on YouTube that pay his Patreon and buys products, it's all bullshit. You guys are simps. You have been cucked by that woman using Donovan Sharpe to manipulate you and get money out of you with lies and fraud and deception, material deception and false advertising. It's bullshit, 100% bullshit. It's a scam. Coach Greg Adams says, being a stepfather to another man's kids is one of the dumbest decisions a man could ever make with his life.
Devon has a 12-year-old niece. She talks all the time just for fun. She'll test me. Yep. She'll be like, Uncle Donovan, I'm going to go and...
Number one, everything you just saw in that video is a lie. Donovan Sharpe has, to my knowledge, legally, he and or his wife have legally adopted a child. That niece that he's referring to is about to be 12, 13 years old. So this is one more lie that I wanted to expose. I think it's very serious. It's important. It's integral to his business, which is why he hides it like this. He does not advertise this on his channel or on his sales page or anywhere that he is essentially a father at this point. The time for lies is ended, Donovan. No more fucking lies, no more fucking bullshit. Dear Reverend Jesse Lee Peterson, who is Donovan Sharpe?
As a beta male, not an alpha male. Beta male, yes. Beta male. Beta. You're a beta male. You're a beta male, not an alpha male.
And he pretends to go on this kind of red pill journey, right? Like, I was a beta male long, long ago, and now I'm a big bad red pill alpha male. Red pill meathead. Rah, rah, rah. These hoes ain't shit. These hoes ain't loyal. $5 super chat, thank you very much. This is a fake lie, a fake persona that he has created to sell bullshit like Womanese, as we've been discussing throughout the show. Donovan Sharpe in real life, this is recent, is a guy with man boobs. He's not quite as fat as he used to be here when he was younger, but basically he's still the exact same inside. Oh, grew a beard. Oh, so savage. Look at that look in his eyes. It is a massive fraud, guys. Super scam, super scummy, super retarded. And we cannot stand for it. It has to end today, right now. I will now provide judgment on Edwin Alexander Hopkins, also known as Donna, aka Donovan Sharpe, aka the Sharpe Mama. on the count of lying to millions of men on YouTube. Very fucking guilty. Compulsive, pathological liar and con artist. I find him extremely fucking guilty. Guilty, guilty, guilty. You guilty motherfucker. You're guiltier than fucking sin. Guilty. Do something, guys. Get involved, get engaged, stand up, take action in your life. Don't just sit by idly, passively. Be active, take action. He had a chance to come clean, and he threw it out the window. So he doesn't give a fuck. All he cares about is getting in your wallet and scamming money out of your wallet for his wife that he won't even admit his wife, who's old and all the shit that he lies about. It's a big scam. It's a big fraud. It's false advertising. It's against the law. You're beyond redemption. Pack up your shit and get the out of here forever. You must voluntarily accept this punishment. You must voluntarily accept your penance. That is how it's more severe. It's too easy to kick you out for being a piece of shit, which you obviously are. You have to fucking own that shit like a man. No more fucking mama's boy bullshit. Go home, cry to mommy. You married your fucking mother. Enough of that bullshit. You have to fucking apologize, own your shit, and accept it voluntarily. No fucking more. That's it for this video. You know what you need to do, Donovan. Have a nice day and go yourself. I'm coming for you. I have a fucking army to help me. And we're going to kick your ass out of this community and expose you for being a fraudulent piece of shit. You want to with me? You want to scam men out of money? You. I'm coming for you, motherfucker.
I got a lot of guys out here calling me a fraudster and a scam artist. And dude, I don't know what they're saying because I insulate myself from that stuff. Just let them talk. I just let them talk. Dude, listen, man, my results speak for themselves. Speak for themselves. It is what it is.